Watch this, and I'll be back in just about 2 minutes.
World and,
Do you have any, like, special dreams?
dreams.
You know, something that, what you want to achieve in your life?
No.
Anyone special that you like?
Yeah.
Who?
A 6th grader named Daryl.
Do I have your permission to first meet Andrea Nelson?
Probably about 6 to 7 years ago.
And how did you know her?
Through her mother, and I basically am her hairdresser, was her hairdresser.
Okay, and was she an intelligent young lady?
She was.
Was
For
she
her,
a go?
for her age, she was doing very well.
She was a go-getter, was she
She
not?
was. She was holding a full-time job and doing school full-time also.
What do you know specifically about her death?
Well, basically, I know that she was an informant. She had gotten herself into a little bit of trouble with a DUI, and she was dating Sammy Johar at the time. And when she started dating him, I had told her basically she should reevaluate what she was doing, because this guy's just going to make her another one of his dancers. She said, no, he wants a wholesome girl. He could have any of those dancers, and this was, he wants a wholesome girl that didn't do that kind of stuff. So she started dating him, and he showered her with gifts, Mercedes, giving her money constantly to go on shopping sprees, and
she didn't have a driver's license at that time.
She did not.
So she was kind of dependent on him for...
Correct. And what he had told her when she had gotten in trouble and her driver's license was taken away, he had told her not to worry about it, basically, because he could get it taken care of.
He could get it taken care of.
He could take care of her problems concerning the police, and he could have them taken care of, and for her not to worry about it.
Now, she told you this directly?
She did.
While you were dressing her hair?
She did. She did. And she had gotten herself into a DUI, and so she basically wasn't worried about it, and thinking that he was going to take care of this for her.
She thought Sammy Johar was going to fix the ticket, get her driver's license back.
Correct. Correct.
Did that happen?
It did not happen, because Sammy, in the meantime, had broken up with her. And at this point, she had had problems, and she was looking at some jail time, basically.
She was looking at jail time.
Because Sammy said he wasn't going to fix them for her anymore. She's on her own. He had taken away her little Mercedes and all the other kind of stuff he had showered her with in the meantime.
He had let her use a Mercedes?
Correct.
She didn't own the Mercedes?
She did not. He had just gave it to her to use at the time. And she was a pretty good girl. She was, like I said, she was working full-time and going to school. And somebody that was not together could not pull that off at her age. Basically, she started panicking because she was going to be looking at some jail time with the DUI situation. She was an informant.
So she turned police informant.
She did.
Hoping the police would then help her fix the DUI? And
correct, and they were going to do that for her.
Did she name the police officers that were going to help her get out of... Okay, people, what you just saw was a witness who knew the Andrea Nelson story, the daughter, the only child of her father and of Linda Cater, who made a big ruckus for a long time trying to get Sheriff Mike Corona, the guy you saw on True TV doing all, bad boys, we're going to get you, bad boy, and all that sort of stuff. Well, Mike Corona's now in federal prison. But even though he was supposed to do years and years, and they only put him in prison for one of the 100, I think, and was it 108 felony charges, federal felony charges? And they just let most of them sit on the sideline and put him in jail for conviction of one. And he appealed it, and the appeal was denied when it got done. Anyway, he's supposed to get out of prison this year. I say, as I said 10 years ago, or 9 years ago, whenever it was, when we first did that interview with that witness, Mike Corona may not have been on the premises when the murder took place on that street on the harbor there in Orange County, California. But he certainly covered up the murder by saying she died from a drug overdose, voluntary drug overdose. She was snuffed. They made a snuff film, and they raped her while they forced cocaine up her nose, and they filmed it. Because I talked to the witness that knew about it.